Live from the Frederick C. Hamdi Assembly Center, it is time for the final game of the quarterfinals of the 2024 Southwestern Athletic Conference Volleyball Tournament. Tonight, the number 3 seed, Prairie View A&M Panthers, will take on the number 6 seed, Alabama State Hornets, here on the SWAC Digital Network, presented by Pepsi. Hi, everybody. Santoria Black, along with Tamika Newman, bringing you tonight's ball game between Alabama State and Prairie View. And Tamika, this has been a very much anticipated game, or match, I should say, between these two teams.
Yes, these two teams had a great run last season. Alabama State is a team you always expect to be in the final. And we know PV is up and coming under their second-year coach, Cherie Lindsay.
Absolutely, and when you talk about both of these coaches, first of all, for the number 6 seed, Alabama State University Hornets, this is a team that is used to being in the tournament.
Yes, Alabama State, this year, they are down, which is not typical of a Coach White team. But they'll be led by Kaylin Hines. She'll lead the charge. Her teammates will be inspired, and they'll contribute and help her out. On the other side, you talked about the second-year coach from Prairie View A&M University, the number 3 seed. It was a tight race between Prairie View and Jackson to get the 2 and 3 seed this year, and they have really put things together. They have. As of late in the season, they started playing really solid volleyball. They'll be led by the Conference Player of the Year, Kylie Owens, as well as several of the players who were on last year's team that made it to the semifinal.
So it's the final match of the quarterfinals. The winner goes on to the semifinals to take on Jackson State University tomorrow at 4:30. It's the final game of the quarterfinals coming up next right here on the SWAC Digital Network.
At Prairie View A&M University, excellence isn't just a word, it's a way of life. For 147 years, we've been empowering generations of students to carry our rich legacy of distinction with them as they blaze trails and make a difference in communities across the world. Our high-caliber faculty and rigorous academic programs prepare scholars to challenge the status quo and push the boundaries of knowledge. Pioneers emerge here, and changemakers are bred here. Excellence lives here.
Alabama State University, the place where history is made. With over 60 accredited degree programs and 18 intercollegiate athletic programs, we've focused on student success for more than 150 years. Our rich legacy is built by the history makers of today, shaping the leaders of tomorrow. Alabama State University, where your future begins and history continues to be made.
In 1920, an athletic league was formed and slowly became one of the leading sports associations in the world of collegiate athletics, the Southwestern Athletic Conference. Today, the SWAC is looking towards the next century, growing, supporting, and transforming our intercollegiate sports activities for student athletes and promoting academic excellence. Each SWAC member institution represents a high level of integrity and sportsmanship. We are the SWAC, building champions for life.
When you need a tool that does it all, you need Tostitos restaurant style. Optimized for versatility, Tostitos can tackle every snack, big or small. Because if you're gonna do something, do it right. Tostitos restaurant style, made for snacking.
Gatorade, the world's most superior sports drink, designed to rehydrate, replenish, and refuel. It fuels the best because it is the best. Gatorade, is it in you?
For 15 years, the Home Depot Retool Your School program has been championing HBCUs. We've been right there with campus grants, scholarships, and career opportunities. Winning schools have seen their visions for upgrading their campuses and communities come to life through sustainability projects, as well as new places to connect, like innovation lounges and outdoor pavilions. As we celebrate 15 years of partnering with HBCUs, we're excited to keep the momentum going. Retool your school. We're powered by purpose.
Back in Grambling, final match of the 2024 volleyball tournament quarterfinals. Prairie View A&M taking on Alabama State. On one side, of course, Tamika, you got Alabama State used to being in the tournament, down a little bit this year. Prairie View A&M still continuing on the rise, and under their second-year coach, Sherry Lindsay, really they have made a name for themselves this year.
They have. She came in with a splash. In typical Cherie fashion, she's a winner. She's won at every level. No one expected much different. The girls played very hard for her. They run through a wall for her. She's patient. She's a great teacher. All the signs of a legendary run here in the Southwestern Athletic Conference.
So the biggest thing is when you take a look at Coach Lindsay, the success and the journey that she's been on, what makes her just so driven and a winner?
She's intelligent. She's a student of the game. And all of those things are positives, and they help your players be the absolute best they can be.
I know one of the things that she said when I saw her in the hallway is that we have to play 1 point at a time, and we can't afford to look at anything else except for that point that we're playing.
Certainly, I've gotten an opportunity to watch them this season, and there are moments when they've lost leads or dug themselves into a hole, just not staying locked in and focused.
Alabama State gets the first points of this match. And when you look at the Hornets, of course, they've got some very talented young ladies. Anaya Cobb, 191 kills this season. And you look at Jariah Morgan, 224 points coming into the tournament.
Alabama State may be coming in number 6, but they are no slouch. They have a phenomenal coach who's a proven winner over almost 3 decades. So she has them ready for the tournament. They understand their strengths and their weaknesses. They know what they need to do if they want to upset this Prairie View team.
Good point there by Prairie View A&M University.
22 finding the open court there. Looks like the middle back might have cheated over to the line instead of reading that ball was going to hit in the middle of the court.
And really,
all options in serve receive.
And Prairie View with the points. And then you talk about number 22, Demaya Hill, the sophomore from Lubbock, Texas, transferred from Western Texas College.
The Alabama State setter setting what we call against the flow in volleyball. It's a big risk, though, because the blockers can see it. They have time to get there and get set up.
Alabama State with a big score.
State going to the middle early.
You were talking about being a student of the game, and Coach Lucas, Lindsay, she charts everything.
Yes, she's over there jotting some things down. It varies by the coach what exactly you're jotting down. Some things like serve receive ratings, where you see some holes on the other side, tracking some of those unforced errors, tracking some passing on the other side of the court as well as your team's passing and serve receive.
Alabama State with the points, 4-3, and we expected this to be a very high energy, very close match.
Very spirited match. Prairie View won't be able to go back and miss those serves. They've got to find the court, give themselves a chance at playing defense, which should result in some offense.
That one out. Prairie View points. 5-3 is our score.
See some discipline by the Prairie View back row, staying back deep, knowing that ball was out.
Point to Prairie View A&M. We talk about the player of the year, Kylie Owens. Very impressive year so far. She was also on the first team all-conference. As well as Janai Henderson, she was second team all-conference. Alabama State with the points.
Leah Lawson was one of those players I talked about. She got a lot of playing time in that run last year Prairie View had at the tournament. She understands the environment. She's skilled and poised enough to lead these Panthers to the semifinal match tomorrow.
Alabama State will serve. Sierra Scanian from Hawaii. That one's out. Alabama State point.
One of those unforced errors we've been talking about. Demaya Hill, whose torso is well above the net. She's got to either change her contact point or she needs to change where she's transitioning from, or the setter can bring the set down a little bit so she can find the court.
Definitely a leaper. Off of Alabama State. Prairie View out to a 7-5 lead here in this first set.
Prairie View first to arrive at the block party.
That one goes out, Prairie View point. When you look at Alabama State, they don't have a lot of seniors on this team. And timeout. Alabama State, 8-5 is the score. And Coach Lucas White wants a moment to kind of talk to the young ladies and calm them down. We'll take a timeout here in Grambling. Final match of the quarterfinals. Back after this.
Fun, memories, friendship. We're here for all of it. Here for the big moments and the small ones too. We're here for unforgettable triumph, momentary misfortune, and the impromptu throwdown. We're out here each day, chasing something great. Call it adventure, call it play, we call it fun. Academy Sports and Outdoors. Have fun out there.
When you need a tool that does it all, you need Tostitos restaurant style. Optimized for versatility, Tostitos can tackle every snack, big or small. Because if you're gonna do something, do it right. Tostitos restaurant style, made for snacking.
Back here in Grambling, Louisiana, the 2024 SWAC Volleyball Tournament.
Demaya Hill, believing she heard a whistle. She's ready to serve. You can't say she's not ready.
Great block by Alabama State. Jariah Morgan, the junior from Pleasant Grove, Alabama.
Prairie View serving tough, getting State out of system, getting them to send them a free ball. Then the hitters have got to know that the blockers are set, especially when that free ball goes into the front row.
Brooke Adams will be serving, 5'6" junior from Cypress, Texas. Demaya Henderson with a point. And once again, the ball just finds its way over to us.
The ball is attracted to us. That is ball two.
9-6 Prairie View on top here in the first set. Great kill.
Kirsten Atkinson not quite closing there. Right side, wide open court.
Lindsey Harris serving. Harris with the set. Good block by Scanlon.
Coverage by State.
Point for Alabama State. Essence Jones, the sophomore from Alpharetta, Georgia.
State waking up, giving themselves an opportunity by covering, picking up tips, being prepared to block.
And the ball once again coming in our direction.
We've got another ball in our area. Tough serve by number 99. Just a little too much for Demaya to handle. Again, she has to be frozen and stop, shoulders down, platform facing where she wants the ball to go.
Lindsey Harris. This one is going to take a little bit of a dive. Let's see if Prairie can get it over. They do. Great job by Alabama State taking advantage of Prairie View having to go and recover a ball clear off the line, and a timeout by Prairie View A&M, and Alabama State has now taken the lead 10-9 here in this first set. We'll take a timeout here in Grambling. 10-9 our score. Back after this.
Fun, memories, friendship. We're here for all of it. Here for the big moments and the small ones too. We're here for unforgettable triumph, momentary misfortune, and the impromptu throwdown. We're out here each day, chasing something great. Call it adventure, call it play, we call it fun. Academy Sports and Outdoors. Have fun out there.
When you need a tool that does it all, you need Tostitos restaurant style. Optimized for versatility, Tostitos can tackle every snack, big or small. Because if you're gonna do something, do it right. Tostitos restaurant style, made for snacking.
Back here in Grambling, where Alabama State has taken a 10-9 lead over Prairie View A&M here in the first set of the final quarterfinal matchup of the 2024 SWAC volleyball tournament.
Lindsey Harris with the deep float.
Lindsey Harris couldn't get it over the net, out of bounds instead. Prairie View A&M with the point, tied at 10. That was just a hot shot that Harris just couldn't handle.
Ball was coming really hard. It knocked her down a bit.
Prairie View with the point, good blocking. Kylie Owens, junior from Culver City, California.
Very apparent that State has been effective setting the right side. It's just a little inside the set. Unless the right side is approaching from the correct angle. Really hard to turn line there, and that's what she tried to do.
Out of bounds, and Alabama State gives up a point to Prairie View. 12-10 now the score. And Alabama State gets the point.
Not much Kylie Owens could do with that ball. Difficult angle there. Just trading points at this point. No one is particularly dominating.
Serving will be Carmen Clay, freshman from St. Hedwig, Texas. Good block by Alabama State. Owens. And it goes out. Last touch by Prairie View.
Both teams going heavy to their pins right now. Demaya Hill back on the line, puts her platform out. She's got to play that ball. Seems like she might have changed her mind mid-swing.
Owens. Nice block there by Alabama State. Point by Prairie View. Holly Owens right into the net, and Alabama State gets a point. Substitution for Alabama State. Bailey Payne coming in from Baytown, Texas. She will be serving. Brianna Swanson, a freshman from Cyprus, in the ball game. Excellent spike. Demaya Hill.
Demaya Hill started her approach at about 15 feet, and she flew to the ball. Giant steps, producing a lot of force, a lot of power.
Alabama State couldn't get it over the net. Prairie View A&M with the points. 15-13, Prairie View on top.
Phenomenal set, great balance, composure by the state setter there. Her outside left a little early, wasn't able to control that ball. State serve receive consistent, several hitting options.
Good dig. That goes out, Prairie View point, 16-13. Substitution. Jariah Morgan back in the game for Alabama State. And serving for Prairie View A&M is Layla Smalls, 5'9" junior from San Antonio. Great dig, great effort for Prairie View to keep that alive.
Small staying with the play. Her teammate fell on the floor. She kept her eye on the ball, came up with it.
Good dig.
Demaya Hill showing some range here.
Ashby getting it over. Set. Spike. Alabama State with the point. Henderson trying to get a spike in, and it goes out of bounds.
Prairie View moving the ball around, making State play honest in that rally.
And once again, Demaya Hill on the spike. 17-14 the score.
Demaya Hill playing with some swag right now. She passed the ball, kicked out so confidently, let her setter know, mine, set me.
Leah Lawson and Aaliyah Levert in the ball game for Prairie View A&M.
Alabama State out of system, just what Prairie View wants. Their hitters have got to see the block.
Demaya Hill, nice job on the dig by Morgan. Hill once again goes out of bounds. Alabama State gets the point, 17-15 the score.
Both teams right now, as they creep toward 20, have got to know when to go for it and when to just go ball control. Find a deep corner, reset your defense, and wait to get the good ball and then go for it.
Good dig. Point for Prairie View A&M.
Serve receive going to be key for Alabama State to get an in-system ball and be able to have all options, particularly the middle, which they haven't ran in some time. So Prairie View's been able to cheat outside or cheat right side.
Alabama State with the point. Substitution. Brooke Adams, the junior from Cypress, Texas, coming in.
Brooke Adams, lethal serve, caused much trouble since she entered the Southwestern Athletic Conference.
Good block by Prairie View. And the ball falls to the floor.
And serving number 12,
Janiyah Henderson now will serve. Sophomore from Chicago.
Henderson had a breakout freshman year. High energy, very exciting middle to watch in every play. She has some room to grow with being consistent as a server with watching her throughout the season.
Smalls back in the ballgame for Prairie View A&M, and here's a serve by Harris. And the spike, the kill. Levert getting the point for Prairie View. 20-17 is our score.
Leah Levert, transfer athlete, came in. She's been able to help Prairie View. You can see the athleticism there. There's times you see some leadership there. She was a great pickup.
Taylor Ruffin will serve. Good dig. Alabama State point, though.
Prairie View libero telling herself she can get two on it, and I tend to agree. That's Layla Smalls, who's had a solid year at libero.
Owens. And the point for Prairie View A&M. Alabama State will take a timeout, 21-18 the score. We'll take a break. From here in Grambling, it's the 2024 SWAC Volleyball Tournament.
In 1920, an athletic league was formed and slowly became one of the leading sports associations in the world of collegiate athletics, the Southwestern Athletic Conference. Today, the SWAC is looking towards the next century, growing, supporting, and transforming our intercollegiate sports activities for student athletes and promoting academic excellence. Each SWAC member institution represents a high level of integrity and sportsmanship. We are the SWAC, building champions for life.
Back in Grambling, where the Prairie View A&M Lady Panthers on top of Alabama State 21-18 here in the first set. Final quarterfinal match between these two teams, and here's one of the last plays. Just a great job by Prairie View A&M getting it into a soft spot where it was hard for Alabama State to adjust.
It is. They've got a balanced attack. When they get their serves over, they're going back and serving tough. The block is taking up space. So they're being effective in so many statistical categories. They're even winning the energy game and the momentum game right now.
Owens with the serve for Prairie View.
Brooke Adams giving
great block there.
Giving the Hornets all options.
And that one goes out of bounds. Prairie View A&M with the point, 21-18. 22-18.
Hey, fight for it. Go, State.
That one sails out of bounds, and Alabama State gets a point, 22-19.
Kylie Owens needing to make up for that error with the pass right here in serve receive. Tamaya Hill back in front row. It's going to be problematic for the Hornets.
Alabama State with the points.
Demai Hill looking to tag the line, but crossing her body just a bit too much. She needs to aim for about a foot in from the line.
Good block for Alabama State, and they get the point, 22-21. Timeout, Prairie View. And the Lady Hornets making a game out of this one. We'll take a timeout here in Grambling, 22-21, back after this.
When you need a tool that does it all, you need Tostitos restaurant style. Optimized for versatility, Tostitos can tackle every snack, big or small. Because if you're gonna do something, do it right. Tostitos restaurant style, made for snacking.
Back in Grambling, Alabama State within a point of Prairie View A&M, and let's take a look at the stats here. And Tamika, pretty even just about.
Pretty even in terms of hitting percentage, Prairie View being a little bit more effective than the Alabama State offense.
Demai Hill. Point. Well, she is so lethal at the net, especially from the left side.
Her attack point is really high. She's playing pretty much above everyone. Coach Lindsay talked about her effectiveness in the preseason when they played some of those mid-major and Power 5 schools.
Demai Hill keeping it alive. Demai Hill right at Morgan, and Morgan couldn't handle it on the dig, and it goes out of bounds. Set point here, 24-21. Lady Panthers on top.
Panthers need a smart point right here. They don't need a flashy point. They need a smart point.
Owens. Set by Ruffin. Point Alabama State.
Alabama State refusing to lose. Hines taking up space. First team all-conference selection there.
And Demai Hill with a big shot. And that does it for the first set, 25-22. Alabama State losing the first set. Prairie View A&M up 1-0. We'll take a timeout here at the 2024 SWAC Volleyball Tournament. Back after this.
For 15 years, the Home Depot Retool Your School program has been championing HBCUs. We've been right there with campus grants, scholarships, and career opportunities. Winning schools have seen their visions for upgrading their campuses and communities come to life through sustainability projects, as well as new places to connect, like innovation lounges and outdoor pavilions. As we celebrate 15 years of partnering with HBCUs, we're excited to keep the momentum going. Retool your school. We're powered by purpose.
Gatorade, the world's most superior sports drink, designed to rehydrate, replenish, and refuel. It fuels the best because it is the best. Gatorade, is it in you?
In 1920, an athletic league was formed and slowly became one of the leading sports associations in the world of collegiate athletics, the Southwestern Athletic Conference. Today, the SWAC is looking towards the next century, growing, supporting, and transforming our intercollegiate sports activities for student athletes and promoting academic excellence. Each SWAC member institution represents a high level of integrity and sportsmanship. We are the SWAC, building champions for life.
Back here at the Frederick C. Hovde Assembly Center here on the campus of Grambling State University. Prairie View up 1-0 here in this match. You can see the stats there. In the first set, 14-7 with assists, same as kills. And then, of course, at the bottom, 8-7 on the digs. Get ready to start this second set. And for Prairie View A&M, what do they need to do to continue the energy? Because right now, of course, a really tough first set for both of these teams. And you see Penny Lucas White, the head coach, 13 years at Alabama State. You know, that's some longevity. You can stay around over a decade.
Yes, 13 years there, and then she was a head coach at other non-HBCU, other non-SWAC schools. So she's probably had 3 decades of coaching. She's also a clinic facilitator. She mentors young coaches. She adds tremendous value to the volleyball community.
You saw Sherry Lindsay, a shot of her second year as a head coach. She's no stranger to the game as well, been very successful.
Yes, in her, I would say, still a very young career, she's done a lot, more than most coaches her age. So we certainly expect the rest of her career to trend in a positive direction.
Prairie View will start things off with the serve. Out of bounds, Alabama State gets the points. Oh, it says Prairie View. Prairie View gets the points.
Looks like Alabama State had a player in the net, but the ball hit by Owens was out just by a little bit. Owens opened the first set with the ball swinging long, almost in the same fashion. She's getting to the ball a little bit fast, so either the setter or her will have to adjust so she gets there at the just right timing.
Unforced error by Morgan. Bailey Payne coming into the contest. Once again, Taylor Ruffin with the serve. Great block.
Right side set for a lot of the teams today has just been really close to the net. And unless you're left-handed, it's going to be hard for a right-handed right side to make a play on that ball.
Demai Hill really
pipe
got
action
a lot of
from
speed.
Prairie View we hadn't seen before. Out of system, the block will be there and waiting. Owens making a good choice there.
And the spike by Kaylin Haynes, or Hines rather.
Point, Alabama State. And heading back to serve number 11, foul.
3-1 in the second set. Prairie View up. Great dig by Alabama State.
Prairie View in system got all options.
Kylie Owens with a big spike. .5'11" junior.
Bama State blockers jumping at 2 different times. They'll have to communicate to clean up block timing.
This one coming out of bounds and nearly here to the computer of our replay system. Timeout. Alabama State, 5-1 is the score here in set number 2 of this match. Timeout right after this.
Gatorade, the world's most superior sports drink, designed to rehydrate, replenish, and refuel. It fuels the best because it is the best. Gatorade, is it in you?
Alabama State University, the place where history is made. With over 60 accredited degree programs and 18 intercollegiate athletic programs, we've focused on student success for more than 150 years. Our rich legacy is built by the history makers of today, shaping the leaders of tomorrow. Alabama State University, where your future begins and history continues to be made.
Back in Grambling, 5-1 is our score. Prairie View on top of Alabama State here in the second set of this quarterfinal match. The winner goes on, the loser goes home. The winner will play tomorrow at 4:30 in the semifinals. This one goes out, and Alabama State gets the point.
Demai Hill had 3 errors in the first set. She'll be looking to have less than 3. Would be a good goal for her. She's so effective.
And Alabama State gets the point. Should say Prairie View gets the point. And now serving for the Panthers will be Layla Smalls, 5'9" junior from San Antonio. 6-2 is our score. This one goes, it's touched by Alabama State. And Prairie View A&M, 7-2 now the score.
Cobb changing her mind at the last second. No harm in going with your first decision, which is to play the ball. She makes up for it. That's a good pass.
Point Prairie View. Jariah Morgan comes into the ball game. And you can tell that Coach Penny Lucas White a little frustrated right now as Prairie View A&M really putting the pressure on Alabama State. Nice block by Prairie View. Panthers up 9-2.
Prairie View led first set 6 blocks to Alabama State's 4. And so far in the first 9 points of this set, dominant at the net blocking.
This one out, Alabama State with the point. Substitution for Alabama State, Sierra Scanlon coming into the match. Also, Christian Ashby, redshirt senior from Atlanta, transfer from Georgia State. Out of bounds, and Prairie View gets the point.
State blockers there and ready, just needing to press their hands back into the court to keep that ball away from the sideline and away from the Prairie View defenders.
Leah Lawson serving for Prairie View. Out of bounds, Alabama State point. 10-4 is the score. And here, the offense isn't doing what you need to right now, so the defense is just keeping an eye on the ball, and you're getting points off of errors that are happening right now.
Yes, they are. About half of Prairie View points is off of Alabama State's errors. Coach Lindsay, believing that ball was touched, her players immediately gave her the nod that it was touched, so she's issuing a challenge. We'll see if she is right and earns the challenge back.
We're gonna look at that again, as you can see the replay. And the official at the scores table right now, getting the replay. And here's the replay one more time. And looks like the ball changed speeds just a little bit, so they may have a point. Look at that one more time. Here's a different angle of it on the replay. There's going to be a close call here. One more time.
All right, Centauria, what do you have? Do you see the touch?
Possibility there. And we'll await the call here by the officials, and they're taking a long, hard look at it. What I was looking for is, did the ball change directions? No,
that's usually a good indicator.
Yeah.
And from our camera angle right now, I can't see.
Yeah.
I would need a different angle.
Yeah, it looks like that, you know, could go either way. Maybe it changed something very minute, and I'm not seeing it, but usually look at the spin. Yep. Not enough there to turn that over.
Not enough evidence.
Yeah. So you lose the challenge. And Coach Lindsay just kind of smiling. And then it happens from time to time.
Oh, yeah. No sweat off her back. You got to try.
Good dig. Out in Alabama State. No, it's going to be Prairie's point as Alabama State touched the ball. 11-4. Taylor Williams coming into the contest for Alabama State, the freshman out of Cypress, Texas. And serving will be Demai Hill. And this one goes out. Long on the serve.
Demai Hill and Kylie Owens, as dominant as they are in the front row, you hold your breath when they go back to the service line.
Yep.
Either they're going to serve really well or they're going to serve out. There's no in between.
Good serve. Alabama State gets the point. And really what you need if you're Alabama State is you don't need Prairie View to extend their lead. You don't need that if you're Alabama State.
Yes, and it starts right here with the serve. That's a good serve, targeting that outside, who we know is going to try to kick out and hit if she gets the opportunity.
Good spike. Alabama State points. And Alabama State starting a comeback here, 11-7.
Good things happen when Kaylin Hines is front row.
Lindsay Harris once again serving. Well, she's got a heck of a serve. Good dig by Harris.
Nowhere to go for the middle there.
Demai Hill with another great dig. Scanlon tried to set up Hines. Scanlon. This one goes long. Nyla Cobb. And now Prairie View.
Anaya Cobb going for those high hands. Smart choice.
Right into the net. Lindsay Harris, the 6-foot freshman from Huntington Beach, California. Can't get it over the net. 12-8 is our score.
Freshman looks like she comes in to be an effective server. So She's got to own that role and execute for her team. Little tight, not much you can do with that.
Owens with a great job in the net. So Prairie View gets the points.
They'll change up for Owens. We hadn't seen her play any small ball this set.
Janiyah Henderson with the serve.
Alabama State have all hitters.
What a shot, but unfortunately out of bounds. As Cobb, the graduate student from Tallahassee, trying to put some power in it, and it lands out of bounds.
We've seen several outsides overswing over here. Just having to know that you're already out on the line. You cannot fully cross your body unless you completely face your setter. You're gonna overturn every time.
Prairie View can't get to that ball, and it's Alabama State getting the point. 14-9 is the score. Subs come into the game.
Kirsten Atkinson on front row. Known mostly for her blocking since she's been at Prairie View, but she's effective offensively. See if Lawson finds her on a good pass here from the Panthers.
Just a great sweet spot on that replay that you saw Alabama State get that ball in there. Great point. Leah Levert, senior from Austin, Texas. Substitution.
Aaliyah Levert going out right when she gets hot. I always feel like they go to her in her last rotation on front row. Like to see a little bit more from her when she gets back in.
Sherwood, I should say Taylor Ruffin serving, the 5'8" sophomore from Nashville. That's a heck of a spike for Alabama State.
Hard to defend that ball. Solid hit.
Yeah, you can't do anything about that. It's got good speed in that sweet spot.
Hill passing a diamond serve receive.
And again, Alabama State.
Libero for Bama State, Brianna Swanson. Running through, playing that tip up, giving her setter a good ball. She had all options. Prairie View caught off balance just a little. Good window by the setter.
And Prairie View getting the point here.
And that's typical Owens behavior right here. Her challenge right now is to be consistent from the service line, see if she can run off a couple points.
Owens with a serve. And it stays in.
Layla Smalls. Bit of ball watching right there. Also in the middle of the court.
That was Essence Jones on the spike. Great job. Bailey Hewitt, the 6'1" sophomore from Fort Worth, Texas. Great play.
Hewitt looking really good from right side. Not exactly sure when she switched over there. She's also played some outside for the Panthers and is effective there. But I can't deny she looks good right side.
Good spike. Sierra Scanlon and Christian Ashby coming back into the lineup for Alabama State. Scanlon.
You have a feeling that Alabama State's right side, outside hitter there can do that every time.
What a spike. Layla Woolridge, 6'1" junior from Coral Springs, Florida. And Alabama State with another point.
Alabama State with a different look defensively. Had a triple block there. Here's Hewitt.
Good block by Alabama State, and they have rounded off some points here. 17-16. And now Prairie View A&M calls a timeout as Alabama State's got all the momentum here in this second set.
They do. Alabama State's biggest front row lineup is in right now. And you see it's resulted in some big blocks. And blocks are momentum changers.
We'll take a timeout from here in Grambling. 1-point deficit for the Lady Hornets.
In 1920, an athletic league was formed and slowly became one of the leading sports associations in the world of collegiate athletics, the Southwestern Athletic Conference. Today, the SWAC is looking towards the next century, growing, supporting, and transforming our intercollegiate sports activities for student athletes and promoting academic excellence. Each SWAC member institution represents a high level of integrity and sportsmanship. We are the SWAC, building champions for life.
Back here in Grambling, 17-16, Alabama State with a lot of momentum. Scanlon will serve now for the Lady Hornets. Owens with a good dig after the serve. Demai Hill with a great
Out of
spike.
system for both. State having to free ball, and free ball's out.
And finally, Prairie View A&M able to get a point. You got to get it where you can. Alabama State was just on a hot streak for a little while.
Yes, and if their goal right now should be to get the ball right back, not allow Prairie View any runs. Leah Lawson, a tough server, a flat float with a lot of pace on it.
And Lawson with the point, and Prairie View gets another point. Substitution. Brooke Adams coming in.
Alabama State setter number 5 telling her teammates, just get me a pass, I can get a good setup.
Great job by Prairie View to get that ball back over. Out of bounds. Alabama State gets the point.
State going to right back. Always a good tool to go to the setter.
Fans talking about 1 point at a time, and that's exactly what they need to do.
Yeah, neither team can get ahead of themselves. Just stay in the moment, take care of each possession of the ball. Really good set by Lawson. State has to know Prairie View is camped out when they're out of system right there.
Great block. 20-17 now. Now you can feel the momentum shift just a little bit. Good block, but it goes out of bounds, and Alabama State gets the point, 20-18.
Great job by State, just being aggressive. Blockers up, not necessarily over.
This one's going out of bounds. Alabama State with the point.
Float serve, rising up just a little bit on Smalls, not able to handle it.
Prairie View with the point.
Prairie View block came to the tournament ready. Henderson needing to execute from the line right here. You're inside the 20.
Good dig. Alabama State with the point.
Lawson finding Hill. Hill just needing to extend, get a high contact. Sort of dropped her elbow on that play.
Timeout Alabama State, 21-20 is our score. Of course, final match of the quarterfinals. And whoever wins here plays against Jackson State University, and whichever team wins is going to be an interesting matchup. Two contrasting styles, but I tell you what, seeing this Prairie View A&M team, you can take your best shot at them, and they just keep fighting.
They keep fighting. It's exciting to watch. They've had some moments during the season they were up and down, and they look like a complete team right now. And that's really scary when you're facing a number 6 team. A number 6 team is facing them and hoping to get the upset. You're trying to find a hole. And right now there isn't one, especially if their servers go back to the line and do what they need to do. There's not many holes you're going to be able to find.
You see the stats here, 23-16 on assists in favor of Prairie View, 23-17 on the kills in favor of Prairie View. 1-0. Alabama State trying to win this one to even it up at 1 apiece. Prairie View trying to win this one to take a commanding 2-0 lead in the best of 5. And for the Lady Panthers, they're winners of 7 in a row coming into the tournament. And during that winning streak, they've only given up 2 sets in that winning streak. They lost on the road 3-0 to Florida A&M, or at home to Florida A&M and Bethune-Cookman. But since then, they beat Alabama State, A&M, Southern, Alcorn, Texas Southern, Pine Bluff, and Grambling. And the Hornets get the point, 21-all.
Prairie View looking for a touch there. Just a long swing by number 21, Aaliyah Levert.
That one goes into the net. Prairie View gets the points. Substitution for Prairie View.
Big serve right here for number 14 for the Panthers.
Taylor Ruffin, the sophomore from Nashville. Good dig. Scanlon.
Great rundown by the state setter.
23-21 Prairie View. And Ruffin back to serve again.
State has to know. Prairie View will likely go to Hewitt and Owen, stretching the defensive out.
Great block by Hewitt.
Prairie View
Set point for Prairie View. Good recovery by Alabama State.
Kirsten with big blocks. We certainly know she's capable.
Good dig. Out of bounds. And Prairie View wins the second set, 25-21, taking a commanding 2-0 lead here in this match.
What an impressive win by Prairie View. They held off Alabama State, who kept coming. They refused to lose. They kept coming. Prairie View gained their composure each time it looked like State was going to go on a run. It's a solid set.
25-21 in set two. We go to a third set, a must-win set for Alabama State to continue on. We'll take this timeout. Back after this.
In 1920, an athletic league was formed and slowly became one of the leading sports associations in the world of collegiate athletics, the Southwestern Athletic Conference. Today, the SWAC is looking towards the next century, growing, supporting, and transforming our intercollegiate sports activities for student athletes and promoting academic excellence. Each SWAC member institution represents a high level of integrity and sportsmanship. We are the SWAC, building champions for life.
Gatorade, the world's most superior sports drink, designed to rehydrate, replenish, and refuel. It fuels the best because it is the best. Gatorade, is it in you?
At Prairie View A&M University, excellence isn't just a word, it's a way of life. For 147 years, we've been empowering generations of students to carry our rich legacy of distinction with them as they blaze trails and make a difference in communities across the world. Our high-caliber faculty and rigorous academic programs prepare scholars to challenge the status quo and push the boundaries of knowledge. Pioneers emerge here, and changemakers are bred here. Excellence lives here.
Alabama State University, the place where history is made. With over 60 accredited degree programs and 18 intercollegiate athletic programs, we've focused on student success for more than 150 years. Our rich legacy is built by the history makers of today, shaping the leaders of tomorrow. Alabama State University, where your future begins and history continues to be made.
Fun, memories, friendship. We're here for all of it. Here for the big moments and the small ones too. We're here for unforgettable triumph, momentary misfortune, and the impromptu throwdown. We're out here each day, chasing something great. Call it adventure, call it play, we call it fun. Academy Sports and Outdoors. Have fun out there.
When you need a tool that does it all, you need Tostitos restaurant style. Optimized for versatility, Tostitos can tackle every snack, big or small. Because if you're gonna do something, do it right. Tostitos restaurant style, made for snacking.
For 15 years, the Home Depot Retool Your School program has been championing HBCUs. We've been right there with campus grants, scholarships, and career opportunities. Winning schools have seen their visions for upgrading their campuses and communities come to life through sustainability projects, as well as new places to connect, like innovation lounges and outdoor pavilions. As we celebrate 15 years of partnering with HBCUs, we're excited to keep the momentum going. Retool your school. We're powered by purpose.
In 1920, an athletic league was formed and slowly became one of the leading sports associations in the world of collegiate athletics, the Southwestern Athletic Conference. Today, the SWAC is looking towards the next century, growing, supporting, and transforming our intercollegiate sports activities for student athletes and promoting academic excellence. Each SWAC member institution represents a high level of integrity and sportsmanship. We are the SWAC, building champions for life.
Welcome back here to the Frederick C. Hamdi Assembly Center here in Grambling. The Prairie View A&M Lady Panthers up 2 sets to none, as you see the stats here. And Tamika, this is do or die now for Alabama State. You got to win this set if you want to continue your season.
Yes, they do. They can stand to generate some more offense, which starts with serve receive and making some defensive plays and turning them over into offensive plays. Prairie View, a solid set. They can improve in the area of serve receives. Alabama State won't go away this set. So you've been playing now for 2 sets. You really have to lock in on your serve, go through your process. Don't just go back there and go through the motions. They'll have to lock in on serving. Won't get away with that many missed serves as they move on in the bracket.
When you talk about
if they move on in the bracket.
When you talk about the process of going through your serve, what is that like for a player?
Depending on which hand you're dominant, which determines which foot is forward. Nice flat toss out in front of you with enough space for you to take a step. A flat hand. And then depends if you are serving a float or a topspin, finishing your swing, or swinging hard and pausing.
Point Prairie View. One to nothing. And again, this is a must-win set for Alabama State if they want to continue their season.
Kirsten just slipping the ball in, catching the middle blocker. Hines coming down.
Good block. Point Alabama State.
Right side for Alabama State, bringing the heat. That's Taylor Williams.
In the net. And Prairie View A&M with the serve, an official's timeout. So there'll be a challenge coming up here.
Coach White not believing that her player was in the net. In fact, saying the Prairie View player was in the net. My preliminary thoughts are both players, one from each team, were in the net.
And here's the replay here. I think you might be right. Both players were really there.
That's what I'm going with until I see otherwise. Still reviewing.
Ooh.
Maybe I'm wrong here.
It's Prairie View's points. The official pointed at Alabama State, and then head coach Sherry Lindsay had her finger and said, no, wait a minute.
Coach White not happy, and this is just the drama we need for the last quarterfinal match of the day.
Good dig by Alabama State.
Good choice by Hill, not trying to turn back line.
Point Prairie View.
State getting a little emotional. That certainly won't be to their advantage in a must-win set. Smalls changing up her serve. Got to stick with your normal serve. Keep everything the same.
Owens.
Great dig by State. Alabama State got an opportunity to use a free ball.
But it's a great rally here by both of these teams.
Hines back there playing some defense.
What a rally by these two teams. And it falls on the floor, but a tremendous rally. Great effort by both teams. Prairie View wins the point.
Players from both sides can see their chests going up and down. A little winded there on that rally. A little tight, not much the setter can do there.
And Prairie View gets the point.
State passers have got to get their setter off the net. Way to hang by the State blockers. Another opportunity for this State offense.
Good block by Levert.
Levert camped out in right front. Not much room for State's outside hitter to do anything else.
That one goes out. 7-2 the score.
Alabama State needing to dig deep right here. They need a vocal leader, someone to just pull the girls, bring them in mentally and reset everybody.
Lands in the square, and Alabama State with the point. Substitutions coming up here. Brianna Swanson coming in for Alabama State. Scanlon, boy, that was a long serve. 8-3. And this is what you don't want if you're Alabama State, is to give the control back to Prairie View on the serve.
Yeah, Scanlon's got to go back there and find the serve. I won't believe that's her normal serve. So, again, go through your usual process.
That one goes out. Prairie View point, 9-5.
Small showing some discipline there, going to the line so she knows if it's over her left shoulder, it is in fact out. State just swinging wide.
Timeout on the floor. 9-3 is our score. We'll take a timeout. We'll be right back here in Grambling.
In 1920, an athletic league was formed and slowly became one of the leading sports associations in the world of collegiate athletics, the Southwestern Athletic Conference. Today, the SWAC is looking towards the next century, growing, supporting, and transforming our intercollegiate sports activities for student athletes and promoting academic excellence. Each SWAC member institution represents a high level of integrity and sportsmanship. We are the SWAC, building champions for life.
Welcome back to Grambling. Let's take a look at the bracket right now. 3 semifinals. Semifinalists have already been determined. That's Florida A&M, Bethune-Cookman, and Jackson State. The winner of this game will play Jackson State tomorrow at 4:30.
Yes, it's going to be a high-level semifinal day for the Southwestern Athletic Conference tomorrow.
Owens gets it over. Good blocking.
Out of system for Owens, who didn't quite transition behind the ball. Still making a play. State getting opportunities.
Boy, that's some great digging there.
Quite a bit of swinging by Smalls.
Great block. Janiyah Henderson with the block. It's 2 sets to none. 10-3 is our score. Prairie View is up.
Santoria, I struggle to decide which. If Demaya Hill hitting out of back row or front row is more fun to watch. I mean, she comes flying out of the back row.
She has great speed, really good quickness, and she's got the power.
She does. Nice and long, contact point is high. She generates a lot of power.
Good job by Owens. Point Prairie View. Taking a look at the replay here. Went off of the left hand of Woolridge.
Hill serving short. Hadn't seen that from her. Not sure if that was on purpose.
Another point by the Lady Panthers. This time off the hands of Scanlon. And sometimes it's just not about what you do, it's the speed that it comes at you as well.
Absolutely. The separation in the shoulders, getting that whipping motion can put a lot of pace on the ball. Takes some skill, some reps to do it.
Point Prairie View after a great block at the net. 13-3, and now it's a 10-point lead for Prairie View. This is not what Alabama State wanted.
Prairie View confidence is growing by the point. Alabama State, still good body language by them.
Good blocking at the net. And that's out. Alabama State with the point. I'll tell you one thing, officials don't get enough credit. The officiating this entire day has really been good.
It's been solid. I've seen very few controversial calls. In the pace of the game, the volleyball is only getting faster, and there's human error. But these officials have been sharp, they've been locked in, they're paying attention, and they're working well as a team.
And that's something that a lot of people may not know about is it's not only important about what's called, but how they work together as a team and the cohesiveness that they have when they're calling a game.
Oh, yeah. Paying attention, you know when the other official might not have saw something based on their angle. Covering for your team, so we get the best quality volleyball without their interference and their errors.
13-6, so now 3 in a row now for Alabama State. They needed to get on a little bit of a streak, and now they're down 7.
Brick Adams is the one that can do it.
Oh, yeah.
Solid float serve. No spin and a nice drop.
And that's a point for Prairie View. Owens with a heck of a spike. Out serving for Prairie View A&M. It's going to be Henderson. Into the net.
State serve receive going to be crucial right now.
Jaylee Neely coming into the lineup, 6'3" junior. Good block there by Owens.
Great coverage by State.
Point for Prairie View.
Number 7 in the net. That's unfortunate.
She's 6'3", she's got the size. Timeout, Alabama State. Prairie View 9 points away from getting to the semifinals. We'll take a timeout. When we come back, more from here in Grambling right after this.
The Southwestern Athletic Conference would like to thank the following sponsors for their support of this event.
Gatorade, the world's most superior sports drink, designed to rehydrate, replenish, and refuel. It fuels the best because it is the best. Gatorade, is it in you?
Back in Grambling, there you see the head coach for Alabama State University, Penny Lucas White, looking on as the Lady Hornets trying to find an answer, back down 10 points now. Bad news for that is you're getting near that 20-point threshold. You're still not in double digits if you're Alabama State.
You're in trouble if they get to 20 before you get to 10.
Good dig by DeMai Hill. Scanlon. Nice set there by Lawson. Set by Hill. Great blocking by Alabama State. They needed that. Ashby with the block and getting the point.
Good patience by the block. Nice high set out to Kylie Owens. She has to know the block's going to be there. Can't go at them. You need to tip over them, go for the high hands or go for the edges of the hands. 99 coming in, serving. Harris, like I stated earlier, seems to be used as some sort of a serving specialist.
And Alabama State scores, now 16-8. Harris, just a freshman. And one of the players tying her shoes, that is Taylor Williams, freshman from Cypress, Texas. Got a lot of freshmen on this team for Alabama State. And that young talent, of course, is going to be really nurtured and is going to improve over the next couple of years. Out of bounds, Prairie View point, 17-8.
They certainly will. They have no choice. LaToya Clark on the sideline as well as Coach White. They will get them up to par.
Oh, yeah.
Expect to see a more developed team next season.
Yeah, your seniors are Chapman, who we haven't seen yet today. Zenobia Willis, who we haven't seen yet. She's a graduate student. Christian Ashby, a redshirt senior. Cobb, a graduate student. And those are your only real seniors on the staff, on the team, rather. Everybody else, you got juniors, got quite a few juniors, freshmen on the team, a couple sophomores. So this is going to be a stacked team another year.
Yeah, it's very similar to the BCU team last season.
And a great job on the spike. 18-9 now the score. Cameron Clay, the freshman, coming in.
Maya Hill passes a dime and serve receive.
And Owens getting the points. 19-9.
Was interested in seeing Owens make a good choice there. They were waiting. She would set a high ball out of system. She saw an opportunity to go line.
Owens just a junior. Still has another year left under this system.
They've got to deal with her another year.
Good set.
Great dig by the state libero.
Alabama
Big time
State,
dig.
they did a great job getting that point. 19-10 now. Substitution now in for Prairie View A&M.
State libero so proud of herself, and she should be. She dug a Demaya Hill ball. That's a hard ball.
Great dig by Alabama State. Good blocking at the net. Bailey Hewitt and Christian Atkinson. (20-10) the score.
Good coverage by the Hornets.
And that goes in. Demaya Hill. 21-10 now.
Demaya Hill showing some range here. That ball way inside. And when you can hang like she does, you can hit the back corner from an inside ball as an outside hitter. Demaya Hill closing back to zone 6 on that block. Good patience.
22-10.
Henderson getting in on the action. Big front row for Prairie View. Hewitt, Henderson, Hill.
And it goes out of bounds, Alabama State points. Well, if you are Alabama State, you have to go on one heck of a run now and keep control of the serve. And there's one.
Owens and Hill will need to fix that before tomorrow. Serving between them has been effective when servers are taking advantage of it. We just need to talk about who's going to get it.
Demaya Hill.
Wow. That's a very shallow ball. It's pretty dangerous if you're that back row player for State.
Two points away from the semifinals, and Prairie View has possession of the serve. (24-12). Match point for Prairie View A&M. 2-0 against Alabama State, the 6th seed. Match point. 25-12 is the final. And the Prairie View A&M Panthers have advanced to the semifinals tomorrow against Jackson State at 4:30. So the semifinals for tomorrow, Florida A&M will take on Bethune-Cookman at 2 p.m. in the first semifinal. And in the second semifinal, it'll be Jackson State taking on Prairie View A&M University. Tamika, this was one of those games where everything went well for Prairie View A&M.
Everything came together. And even when they struggled throughout the season, Coach Lindsay knew that it would. So this is very, very rewarding for her and for the girls who hung in there.
And so for Alabama State, they finish their season as a 6th seed, losing here in the tournament in the first round, but they have nothing to hang their heads about. And as we said, they've got a lot of underclassmen coming back next year.
Coach White's a little disappointed now. She's competitive. She's a lot disappointed right now, her as well as the staff and as well as the girls. She is not used to going home on the first day, but she will get the feedback from this year. She will look at everything, evaluate it. She'll come up with a plan. They'll come back better next year. I pretty much guarantee it.
So again, semifinals are set for tomorrow, and there's the final point here for Prairie View A&M here in this quarterfinal game. Jackson Prairie View tomorrow at 4:30. And the Prairie View A&M Panthers putting their name on the line for the semifinals on the other side as they celebrate, getting ready for tomorrow's action. So, for the entire crew of the SWAC Digital Network, Tamika Newman, Santoria Black, saying so long from Grambling. Final 3-0. Prairie View wins it. We thank you for watching. This has been a presentation of the Southwestern Athletic Conference.